Kiera from the Home Blondie, and in this video I'm going to be decorating this shelf right here above my couch. So this shelf has been driving me crazy ever since I took down our Christmas decor. I just have not been able to figure out what items to put there and what things look good together. I was also kind of holding off on decorating this space because we had thought about building built-in bookshelves right there, and I think we are going to do that eventually, but we're going to use the IKEA Billy bookshelf, and those are currently not in stock, so we're gonna have to hold off on that. And this shelf has looked like this for a couple of weeks now, so it was definitely time to just get it decorated and looking decent in the meantime until we can go ahead and build those bookshelves. So I went on Canva and I made a design board, and I made it using mostly items that I already have. So I've had these picture frames. I have a couple more over here with just like random art that I've purchased inside, and I've had them scattered around my house, but I never felt like they were really in like permanent spots. So I went ahead and brought them all in here, and that's kind of how I started my design board. So I started with the frames, and then I just kind of added in extra little decor pieces that I already had. I did end up buying one plant because I think I'm gonna need an extra one to fill a little spot. So that's really like the only extra thing that I bought to do this. Everything else I already had. So anyway, let's start putting everything together and see how it turns out. So I have all of the items, and now I just need to arrange them on the shelf to see if it actually looks good in real life. Now, one thing that we are going to have to figure out is how to secure these frames on the shelf, because I did have an incident where one of them fell down. So our refrigerator is just on the other side of this wall, and when the fridge door got shut, it knocked this frame off of the shelf and it shattered everywhere. So I first went to Michael's and I was looking to see if they had like a plastic frame in this same size that I could just take like the cover out of it and put it into this frame, but they didn't have the size. So I went ahead and ordered a custom acrylic cover. I don't know like if that's the correct word, but I'm just gonna call it a cover, this part of the frame. And I think it was like $65 to do that. And I wish that I would have looked at other stores before I just went ahead and bought it, because I feel like I probably could have found this size somewhere else. The thing that is nice about this is it's shatterproof, so if it falls again, it won't break. But the only thing is I was like a little disappointed in the way it was made, because it's not even like a perfect fit to this frame. It's kind of like shoved in here, but there's like gaps at the bottom because I couldn't push it in all the way. So I just thought for that price, I wish that they would have like made sure it was perfect, especially because this frame is from Michael's, so they easily could have like made sure that it would fit. But anyway, I'm just glad that now if this falls again, it won't break, and hopefully I won't have to do that with my other ones. I am trying to come up with like a little hack to keep the frames in place, so I'll show you what I'm planning to do. So I got a rug pad from Target, and I'm just going to cut it to fit right underneath each frame. I thought I could also get some command strips and attach them to the backs of the frames and push them against the wall, but I'm gonna hold off on that and see just how this method goes. So I will let you know how this works. So first I'm going to take everything off of the shelf, clean it off, and then we will start decorating. Okay, now that the shelf is all cleaned off, I'm going to start putting up the picture frames, and I feel like I am a little picky when it comes to buying art. I don't like anything that looks like it was made like in a factory or it's just like very generic. So one place that I like to shop for art is Society 6. I feel like that's a tongue twister, but the reason that I like it is because it's real people who are making this art, and then they upload it to this site, and when it's purchased, it's all shipped from Society 6, but the proceeds go to the actual artist, or at least a portion of them do. So I really like that, and this is one that I got from that site. So I originally got this for our bathroom, and I probably will eventually move it into our bathroom whenever we finish that project. But I just love this one. I think it's so feminine and pretty, and I just like love all of the flowers there. This one I got from a local boutique, and it's the skyline of the downtown in the city where we live. So I love things like that that are really personal to your home. I also have some art on this wall that my sister-in-law actually painted, and she made pictures of our old house and our current house. So I feel like things like that are so fun to keep in your house, and it's really like unique. Like you won't see those things in other people's homes. And then both of these are prints from Society 6, and this one is a peony, which was our main wedding flower, and then this one is just two hands, like a little pinky promise, which I think is really sweet. So these are the prints that we will go ahead and put up on the shelf, and we'll try our little picture frame hack too to see if we can prevent them from sliding off the shelf again. Okay, so I've placed all of the frames, and I strategically put them in front of the brackets of the shelf because I don't like those to be shown. I feel like it looks more of like a floating shelf when you can't see those. And okay, you can kind of see the rug pad underneath the frames, but I don't think it'll bother me too much. I don't think you'll even notice by the time I get everything else put up, unless you're like up close and looking at it, and I guess I don't really care. I do think I might get the command strips to attach the frames to the wall at the tops, just because they, even though they're not like sliding around, I do feel like if the fridge door shuts hard again and kind of shakes that wall, they might like fall over that way. So yeah, I'll keep you posted on that, but I am leaning towards adding the command strips to the tops of the frames. This plant has definitely seen better days. It makes me so sad because it was so big and full, and then I repotted it in this pot, and ever since I did that, all of the other like vines were turning brown and breaking off. So I don't know what happened, but I hope that it like comes back to life. I did cut off a few of these to propagate, and I'm hoping to like stick them back in here to make it nice and full again. But if you have any advice as to why my plants usually die after I repot them, then please let me know. And then this is the plant that I got today at the plant store, and I chose this one because I feel like this is some version of a snake plant, and those typically do well in low light, and I don't get a ton of sunlight on that shelf, so I thought that would be a good one that would hopefully stay alive. And then I got this pot from Target, and they were pretty picked over, but I chose this one because it has like a little bit of a beige tone right here, and I thought that would kind of pull out the beige tones in my other ceramic decor pieces. So I'm really interested to see how this all looks together. Okay, I'm really excited because I feel like this is already coming together, and now I just need to add these last few pieces, which are just these ceramic pieces. Most of them are from Target, but I will link everything that I can in the description box below. Wow, I am so happy with how this turned out. So I did have to add those battery operated candles. That was not in my plan, but I needed like something to fill the space. I don't know if I will actually end up keeping them there, but I do have the same battery operated candles in our kitchen on the shelves over here. So I do kind of like how it kind of brings the space together because you can see those from the living room. So I don't know, I might end up keeping them there, but I highly recommend making a design board in Canva if you have a space like this in your house that you are just struggling to decorate. You can just drag and drop the images from any website into Canva, and I have the premium version, which allows you to erase the background of the images. And because I do this a lot, I do think it's worth it, but you definitely don't have to erase the background. But that way you can get an idea of how it's going to look before you actually go out and buy all of the items. So I hope this video was helpful. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. I will be back very soon with another video. Bye!